To get a cool anime merch like this and more, click the link in the description.
だがただ癒すだけじゃない。相手の技能を我が物にする模倣のヒール。肉体を望んだ形に作り変える改良のヒール。
When Kearu acquired his powers as a hero who specialized in healing all injuries regardless of severity, it seems that he would walk the path to a great future. But what awaited him instead was great agony. He was subjected to years of seemingly endless hellish torture and abuse. Kearu's healing skills allowed him to secretly collect the memories and abilities of those he treated, gradually making him stronger than anyone else. But by the time he reached his full potential, it was far too late. He had already lost everything. Determined to put his life back on track, Kearu decided to unleash a powerful healing spell that rewound the entire world back to the time before he began to suffer his horrible fate. Equipped with the anguish of his past, he vows to redo everything in order to fulfill a new purpose, to exact revenge upon those who have wronged him.
どこに行ったあいつだ。
つまり、奴の日記を壊せば。
A lonely high school student, Yukiteru Amano, spends his days writing a diary on his cell phone while conversing with his two seemingly imaginary friends, Deus Ex Machina, who is the god of time and space, and Murmur, the god's servant. Revealing himself to be an actual entity, Deus grants Yukiteru a random diary, which shows highly descriptive entries based on the future and forces him into a bloody battle royale with 11 other holders of similarly powerful future diaries. With the last person standing designated as the new god of time and space, Yukiteru must find and kill the other 11 in order to survive. He reluctantly teams up with his obsessive stalker Yuno Gasai, who also possesses such a diary, and she takes it upon herself to ensure his safety. But there's more to the girl than meets the eye, as she might have other plans for her unrequited love.
グレン・ラガンスピンオン俺を誰だと思ってる。
Shimon and Kamina were born and raised in a deep, underground village hidden from the fabled surface. Kamina is a free-spirited, loose cannon bent on making a name for himself, while Shimon is a timid young boy with no real aspirations. One day while excavating the earth, Shimon stumbles upon a mysterious object that turns out to be the ignition key to an ancient artifact of war, which the duo dubs Lagan. Using their new weapon, Shimon and Kamina fend off a surprise attack from the surface with the help of Yoko Littner, a hot-blooded redhead wielding a massive gun who wanders the world above. In the aftermath of the battle, the sky is now in plain view, prompting Shimon and Kamina to set off on a journey alongside Yoko to explore the wastelands of the surface. Soon they join the fight against the Beastmen, humanoid creatures that terrorize the remnants of humanity in powerful robots called gunmen. Although they face some challenges and setbacks, the trio bravely fights these new enemies alongside other survivors to reclaim the surface while slowly unraveling a galaxy-sized mystery.
私が月をやった犯人です。来年には地球もやる予定です。君たちの担任になったので、どうぞよろしく。
When a mysterious creature chops the moon down to a permanent crescent, the students of Class 3E of Kunugigaoka Middle School find themselves confronted with the enormous task. Assassinate the creature responsible for the disaster before Earth suffers a similar fate. However, the monster, dubbed Koro-sensei, the indestructible teacher, is able to fly at speeds up to Mach 20, which he demonstrates freely, leaving any attempts to subdue him in his extraterrestrial dust. Furthermore, the misfits of 3E soon find that the strange tentacle beast is more than just indomitable. He is the best teacher they ever had. Adapted from the humorous hit manga by Yusei Matsui, Ansatsu Kyoshitsu tells the story of these junior high pupils as they polish their assassination skills and grow in order to stand strong against the oppressive school system, their own life problems, and one day, Koro-sensei.
標的
Night Raid is the covert assassination branch of the Revolutionary Army, an uprising assembled to overthrow Prime Minister Honest, whose avarice and greed for power has led him to take advantage of the child emperor's inexperience. Without a strong and benevolent leader, the rest of the nation is left to drown in poverty, strife, and ruin. Though the Night Raid members are all experienced killers, they understand that taking lives is far from commendable and that they will likely face retribution as they mercilessly eliminate anyone who stands in the revolution's way. This merry band of assassins' newest member is Tatsumi, a naive boy from a remote village who had embarked on a journey to help his impoverished hometown and was won over by not only Night Raid's ideals but also their resolve. Akamega Kill follows Tatsumi as he fights the Empire and comes face to face with powerful weapons, enemy assassins, challenges to his own morals and values, and ultimately what it truly means to be an assassin with a cause.
もし一般人があの中の霊を怒らせたら無事じゃ済まないと思いますね。
Eighth grader Shigeo Mobu Kageyama has tapped into his inner wellspring of psychic prowess at a young age. But the power quickly proves to be a liability when he realizes the potential danger in his skills. Choosing to suppress his power, Mob's only present use for his ability is to impress his longtime crush Tsubomi, who soon grows bored of the same tricks. In order to effectuate control on his skills, Mob enlists himself under the wing of Arataka Reigen, a con artist claimed to be a psychic who exploits Mob's powers for pocket change. Now, exercising evil spirits on command has become a part of Mob's daily, monotonous life. However, the psychic energy he exerts is barely the tip of the iceberg. If his vast potential and unrestrained emotions run berserk, a cataclysmic event that would render him completely unrecognizable will be triggered. The progression towards Mob's explosion is rising, and attempting to stop it is futile.
やつだ。
Centuries ago, mankind was slaughtered to near extinction by monstrous humanoid creatures called Titans, forcing humans to hide in fear behind enormous concentric walls. What makes these giants truly terrifying is that their taste for human flesh is not born out of hunger, but what appears to be out of pleasure. To ensure their survival, the remnants of humanity began living with defensive barriers, resulting in 100 years without a single Titan encounter. However, that fragile calm is soon shattered when a colossal Titan manages to breach the supposedly impregnable outer wall, reigniting the fight for survival against the man-eating abominations. After witnessing a horrific personal loss at the hands of the invading creatures, Eren Yeager dedicates his life to their eradication by enlisting into the Survey Corps, an elite military unit that combats the merciless humanoids outside the protection of the walls. Based on Hajime Isayama's award-winning manga, Shingeki no Kyojin follows Eren, along with his adopted sister Mikasa and his childhood friend Armin, as they join the brutal war against the Titans and race to discover a way of defeating them before the last walls are breached.
地球上の誰かがふと思った。
All of a sudden, they arrived. Parasitic aliens that descended upon Earth and quickly infiltrated humanity by burrowing into the brains of vulnerable targets. These insatiable beings acquire full control of their host and are able to morph into a variety of forms in order to feed on unsuspecting prey. 16-year-old high school student Shinichi Izumi falls victim to one of these parasites, but it fails to take over his brain, ending up in his right hand instead. Unable to relocate, the parasite, now named Migi, has no choice but to rely on Shinichi in order to stay alive. Thus, the pair is forced into an uneasy coexistence and must defend themselves from hostile parasites that hope to eradicate this new threat to their species.
今のやつ本当に釣り上げやがったなあ、ミトさん。
Hunter x Hunter is set in a world where hunters exist to perform all manner of dangerous tasks like capturing criminals and bravely searching for lost treasures in uncharted territories. 12-year-old Gon Freaks is determined to become the best hunter possible in hopes of finding his father, who was a hunter himself and had long ago abandoned his young son. However, Gon soon realizes the path to achieving his goals is far more challenging than he could have ever imagined. Along the way to becoming an official hunter, Gon befriends the lively doctor in training Leorio, vengeful Kurapika, and rebellious ex-assassin Killua. To attain their own goals and desires, together the four of them take their hunter exam, notorious for its low success rate and high probability of death. Throughout their journey, Gon and his friends embark on an adventure that puts them through many hardships and struggles. They will meet a plethora of monsters, creatures, and characters, all while learning what being a hunter truly means.
私もあなたのことが好き。
Tokyo has become a cruel and merciless city, a place where vicious creatures called ghouls exist alongside humans. The citizens of this once great metropolis live in constant fear of these bloodthirsty savages and their thirst for human flesh. However, the greatest threat these ghouls pose is their dangerous ability to masquerade as humans and blend in with society. Based on the best-selling supernatural horror manga by Sui Ishida, Tokyo Ghoul follows Ken Kaneki, a shy, bookish college student who is instantly drawn to Rize Kamishiro, an avid reader like himself. However, Rize is not exactly who she seems, and this unfortunate meeting pushes Kaneki into the dark depths of the ghouls in human world. In a twist of fate, Kaneki is saved by the enigmatic waitress Toka Kirishima and thus begins his new secret life as a half ghoul, half human who must find a way to integrate into both societies. Thank you for watching my video, make sure to smash like, subscribe for more anime videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.